What happens when lust and anger have no control? To understand the reason, come, let us listen to this wonderful eye-opening story.
Welcome to Divine Story Nest. In the previous episode, we saw how sage Vishwamitra took a powerful oath. He decided that he would not rest until sage Vishwamitra himself called him a Brahma Rishi. With the strong determination, Vishwamitra began severe penance, standing firm through heat, cold, hunger and pain. The Devas became worried. They feared that if Vishwamitra continued his penance, his spiritual power might become greater than theirs. So they decided to break his meditation. The Devas sent Menaka, the most beautiful Apsara from heaven, to disturb Vishwamitra's penance. Menaka came down to the forest where Vishwamitra was meditating. She sang sweet songs, danced gracefully, and displayed her divine beauty. For a long time, Vishwamitra resisted, but finally he opened his eyes. The moment he saw Menaka, his mind wavered. He was enchanted by her beauty. Vishwamitra forgot his oath and began living a household life with Menaka. In time, they had a daughter named Shakuntala. Years passed. One day, realization struck Vishwamitra like lightning. What have I done? I left my penance for a moment of desire. How can I ever become a Brahma Rishi now? Filled with regret and sorrow, Vishwamitra left Menaka. Menaka returned to heaven, and the little child Shakuntala was left near a river bank protected by nature itself. With a heavy heart, Vishwamitra returned to the forest and began his penance again, this time with greater determination. Once again, the Devas became afraid. They sent another Apsara named Ramba to disturb him, but this time Vishwamitra was alert. The moment Ramba tried to distract him, Vishwamitra became angry. In his rage, he cursed her to turn into stone. But anger itself became his downfall. Because of that anger, Vishwamitra lost the spiritual power he had gained again. At this stage, he was granted the title Rajarishi, a royal sage, a king among sages. But Vishwamitra wanted more. He wanted the highest title, Brahma Rishi. The Devas went to Lord Vishnu and asked how Vishwamitra could be stopped. Lord Vishnu replied calmly, as long as ego and anger remain in Vishwamitra, he cannot become a Brahma Rishi. Around this time, in the Solar dynasty of Ayodhya, there ruled a king named Aruni. His son was Satyavrata. Satyavrata was brave and energetic in his youth. But once he committed a serious mistake. It is said that he forcibly took a Brahmin woman. Enraged by this immoral act, King Aruni banished his own son from the kingdom. Satyavrata wandered into the forest and began living with hunters. At that time, sage Vasishta was the royal guru of the kingdom. Soon, a terrible famine struck the land. During this famine, Vishwamitra had left his family to perform penance. His wife and children were starving. Seeing their suffering, Satyavrata hunted animals and fed them. One day he failed to find any prey. Driven by hunger, he stole and killed Kamadenu's calf, the sacred cow belonging to sage Vasishta. He cooked the meat and fed Vishwamitra's family and ate it himself. When sage Vasishta came to know of this, he was furious. He declared, "You disobeyed your father. You killed your guru's sacred cow. You ate forbidden meat. Because you committed 3 great sins, you shall be known as Trishangu." Vasishta cursed him to have a deformed, outcast-like body. Trishangu, without fear, went to Vishwamitra and told him everything. Using his penance power, Vishwamitra restored Trishangu's body. After his father's death, Trishangu became king. Trishangu had a strange desire. He wanted to go to heaven with his physical body. He approached sage Vasishta and asked him to perform a ritual for this. Vasishta refused. This goes against divine law. No human can enter heaven with their body. Vasishta's sons mocked Trishangu. Humiliated and broken, Trishangu went to Vishwamitra. Because Vishwamitra already had rivalry with Vasishta, he declared, "What Vasishta refused, I will make possible." He began a powerful sacrifice. Due to Vishwamitra's immense spiritual power, Trishangu slowly started rising towards the heaven. When he reached the gates of heaven, Indra stopped him. A cursed man cannot enter heaven. Indra pushed Trishangu down. As Trishangu fell headfirst from the sky, he cried, "Vishwamitra, save me!" Vishwamitra stopped him in mid-air. In anger and pride, Vishwamitra began creating a new heaven, complete with stars, devas, and cosmic order just for Trishangu. The universe began to shake. Terrified, the devas rushed to Vishwamitra and begged him to stop. A compromise was reached. Trishangu would remain suspended upside down in a newly created region known as Trishangu's heaven. But this act cost Vishwamitra everything. All his accumulated penance power was exhausted. Yet Vishwamitra did not give up. For thousands of years, he meditated again. At Vidyadwaja forest near present-day Vijayanarayanam, he performed a great sacrifice. The demoness Tataka disturbed him. Vishwamitra went to Ayodhya, brought young Rama and Lakshmana, and had Tataka slain. The sacrifice was completely successful. Lord Shiva and Goddess Shakti appeared and blessed him. They said, "Go to Kashi, receive the title of Brahma Rishi from Vasishta himself." Vishwamitra went to Kashi and bowed before Vasishta. Vasishta blessed him, but Vishwamitra felt unsatisfied. When he visited again, Vasishta tried to bless him once more. Suddenly, anger rose within Vishwamitra, but immediately he realized, even after so much penance, why does anger still arise in me? He bowed his head in shame. At that moment, Vasishta embraced him and said, "Vishwamitra, stop. Shouldn't I bow to you instead? You fell to desire, but rose again. You cursed in anger, but later conquered it. Now, your ego has completely vanished. You are a knower of Brahman. You are a true Brahma Rishi." Vishwamitra proved that birth does not decide greatness, effort does. Born a king, he became a sage. Through failures, pride, anger, and temptation, he rose again and again. His life stands as eternal proof that with relentless effort and humility, even destiny can be rewritten by wisdom.
Uncontrolled lust and uncontrolled anger do not just disturb the mind, they slowly destroy wisdom, desire, relationships, and destiny itself. Shall we meet again with another story? Stay tuned. Thank you.